When I was in high school, I would imagine myself having like a time machine, wishing I could go back, to when I was like in primary school, when I was 12 years old, 13 years old. I would always think about like, oh man, I wish I could go back to when I was younger and maybe just ask that girl out or something. And yeah, that was me. I was always daydreaming in class. Like, yeah, I mean, I studied a bit, but most of the time I'm just like daydreaming. Like, I mean, I pay attention quite a lot, but sometimes you doze off and you think about these the things in the past that has happened, that hasn't happened before, and you just have nostalgia for it. You have deep nostalgia. You just wish that you could go back and maybe change a few things, or maybe just experience it one more time. Now here's me like having nostalgia for me in the past that's having nostalgia for the past. It's kind of messed up, but yeah, I mean, I wish I could go back, just to experience it one more time, knowing what I know now. Like going back, if I could go back to when I was like 7 or 8 years old, that would be so cool, man. I'll just know, like, I'll be like, damn, okay, damn, this is how it feels like to be 7 again. Damn, I can run like super fast. I mean, I can still run fast, but but I'm more active. Like I can eat more. I can do things that a kid does, which I guess I can kind of still do it, but it's just interesting to think about these things, about going back to your past. But now, now I'm still, I reminisce on the past sometimes, but now I'm like trying to be more focused on the present and have nostalgia for the future and be excited for the future. Look forward for the future, because in the past I was always like worried about the future. I'm like worried, oh, will I have this? Will I have that? But now I just like look forward towards the future and just have nostalgia for it, have a strong feeling for it, and just be like, it's gonna be a good future, one way or another. It is, because I used to be worried about it, and I realized that it didn't really help. You would be much better just focusing on the present, being present, and you perform better instead of just like worrying about the past, worrying if you can, like, let's say in basketball, worrying if you're gonna hit that shot or not, or worrying that, oh, if you're gonna run fast or run slow. Sometimes that could help. It could help, like visualizing for a second, like, or just imagine what it would feel like if you failed. That could help, but just being worried all the time is just not something I want to do. It's not a good life to live, to be worried about the future all the time. Sometimes it's just better to just be relaxed, to be unbothered, and be like, oh, that happened? Okay, cool. I'm gonna do this now. And be present. In the past, I was always worried about the future. And I was like sad about the past too, about the things that I've done. And I realized now there's no point doing that. You might as well have nostalgia for the future, look forward for the future, be excited for the future. And maybe, just maybe, that could help you. I believe that could help. Or it could all go wrong. You gotta be okay with that too. I have this saying, I don't know if anybody has said it before, but if you're not willing to lose, you don't deserve to win. And having that nostalgia for the future, having the positive feeling for the future, it might sound naive, it might sound like, what's this guy talking about? But I think it's just better to look at it in a positive way than to just worry about it and be like, damn, and be like, oh shit, this is gonna happen in the future. Oh, what if I don't make this? What if I don't achieve this grade? What if I like drop out? What if my parents don't like me? What if my friends look at me differently? You know, I know some people have these thoughts too. But instead of thinking about that, I'll be like, you know, they're gonna love me. They're gonna love me regardless, even if they don't say it out. You know, it's okay. You know, she'll like me in the future. Don't worry. She might not like me now, but in the future she will. Trust me. Or, you know, in a race, like, oh yeah, I might have lost the race right now, but in the future, trust me, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it in the future. I'm gonna win the next race. You know, have nostalgia for the future. Like, yeah, it's already happened. It's already happened, but you know, the world just needs some time catching up. People just need some time catching up. You know, it's in your mind, you know, nostalgia for the future. The confidence, the faith that you have in the future that it's gonna be great, that you're gonna win. I know this sounds like manifesting the law of attraction and all that shit. Well, you know, it doesn't hurt to think that way. Would you rather be the pessimist that just thinks, oh, I'm never gonna make it? Which sometimes there is a need for it, you know, just to humble yourself down. I think you need both. You know, you need to be extremely optimistic and sometimes extremely pessimistic as well, just to, you know, make it realistic, I guess. But at the same time, you know, like you can still do it. You need both. You need both. You need both. It's a really important skill in life. Is knowing that you need both extremes to work. You know, you need, like, one example. You need to be fast. You need to be slow sometimes. You know, you need to be. You need to think like extremely hard sometimes on the problem, and sometimes you don't think at all and you get the problem solved. Like, you need both. You need both. So I have nostalgia for the future, and I have nostalgia for the past as well. Or I don't have nostalgia for the future. Or I don't have nostalgia for the past. You need both. I don't know if that made sense there, but whatever, I'm sticking to it. You know, this is documenting anyways. And just, yeah, have nostalgia for the past. I think it doesn't hurt to think that way. But you can do whatever you want. You know, I'm just documenting, saying the thing that's on my mind. Maybe I need to refine this idea more about the nostalgia for the future. You know, just imagining that everything that you want to happen has already happened, or maybe they just happen in different ways. But regardless, you know, it will happen in some way, in some small way. And I guess you just gotta be aware of it. You just gotta be excited for it and look forward to it. And I think that way you can live a better life, a more interesting life, rather than just worry about the future and be scared and live in fear all the time. Why not have nostalgia for the future, like how you have nostalgia for the past? So yeah, that's all I have for today. Good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.